We're looking at Rges Algebra 1, Lesson 1.3. We're going to be talking about powers and exponents. First off, if I have an expression like this is called my base. This is called my exponent. And the entire expression together is called my power. What does it mean? Well, it means take your base and multiply it by itself as many times as the exponent. In this case, only 2 times. And once I get that, I can evaluate it. So if you have we would read this, by the way, we'd read the one above, 7 to the 2nd power, or we could abbreviate that for just for 2, whenever the exponent's 2, we could say squared, 7 squared. We would read this one, 7 to the 3rd power, or just for when the exponent is 3, we could say 7 cubed. And what does that mean? That means take the base and multiply it by itself. That means I'm multiplying only 7s 3 times. How would I evaluate that? 7 times 7 is 49, and 49 times 7, 28, 34, is 343. If we're looking at our examples on page 13, it says evaluate, and we read that 5 cubed again. How would I evaluate it? Take my 5, multiply it together 3 times, 3 times, and that would be 5 times 5 is 25 times 3, or 25 times 5, I'm sorry, which equals 125. What if I said write 7 to the 4th power? How would I write that? 7 to the 4th power. What if I told you to write 13 squared? 13 is my base, a 2 is my exponent. What if I told you to write as a power this? Well, what is my base? My base is the x. What is being multiplied together? My exponent is how many times is it being multiplied? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times. So that's how I would simplify that. What if I were to tell you I'm going to write a 3 times 3 times 3, and I don't know how many, lots and lots of them, times 3, and how many times am I multiplying them? X times. Well, how would I simplify that expression? What is my base? The base is the number being multiplied over and over again. That would be 3. My exponent represents how many times it's being multiplied. In this case, we don't know an actual value, but it's being multiplied by itself X number of times. So look through the rest of your examples here. There are just 2 tricks that I want to mention to you with exponents, and that would be any number, let's say 10 to the 1st power. Well, I'm only multiplying it 1 time. I'm not even multiplying, okay? So that would be 10. 7 to the 1st power would just be the 7. 3 to the 1st power would just be the 3. So I can simplify that with the expression anything to the 1st power is just the number itself. Now, anything to the 0 power is 1. So 10 to the 0 power is 1. 7 to the 0 power is 1. That we're going to learn later why that is. 3 to the 0 power is 1. So I could write in a general way, anything to the 0 power is 1. I'll explain that to you later for a good reason on that. So go ahead and do your problems. I want to focus you on number 45 and number 46. These are good thinking problems, and I'd like you to try them yourself. And if you can bring your ideas to class, and we'll talk about that in class this week.